What's up YouTube? My name is Nigel Bajos, and today I'm going to be giving you all a review of the Comica WM100 wireless microphone system. Now what's cool about a wireless microphone system obviously is that, well, it's wireless, so I can kind of roam around within a reasonable distance and you'll still hear me. This is one of the first wireless microphone systems that I've gotten to use for, a long period of time. I want to say a big thanks to Comica for sending this out to me. Now, even though Comica sent this mic out to me for review, I'm not required to say anything nice about it, really. This is going to be a completely unbiased review. And with that being said, I'll stop skateboarding now and we'll just get right into looking a little closer at this Comica WM100. So one thing that I really like about the Comica WM100 is that it's actually really good with cameras like the Panasonic G6. Right now I'm shooting in AVC HD at 24p, and it's actually like pretty decent. Like there's not a lot of hiss, and for a wireless microphone, which I've always been skeptical about using, I would actually probably use this in a serious situation. All right, so let's talk about build quality next. Now, the build quality on these transmitters and the receiver isn't the best. It's all plastic, and for 189 bucks though, you can't really expect a lot more. You're not gonna see any like magnesium alloy or anything like that, but I think that for the budget-friendly price point, it's a pretty decent compromise to make for the quality of audio that you're getting with these mics. And I wouldn't drop them or anything like that, but as long as you take care of your gear, this really shouldn't be that big of an issue. So all the audio that you've been hearing has come directly from the Comica WM100 wireless system with the included lav mic. Now, not only do you get a lav mic, which actually locks in to the transmitter, you also get a really nice carrying case, which is something that I've always praised Comica for. With all their products, basically, they give you really nice carrying cases for them. And you also get a couple of cold shoe adapters, so you can mount the transmitter or the receiver on anything that has a female hot or cold shoe. And you get a male-to-male 3.5 millimeter cable, which will connect the receiver into the camera. And one of those ends actually has a locking connector for the receiver, which is pretty cool. And the receiver does have a headphone out, so if you want to listen to the audio that's coming through the transmitter, you can hook your headphones up into there and listen to what the transmitter is outputting. This won't actually be an accurate representation of what the camera is recording, but it's nice to at least see if there's any ticks or hissing or anything like that. Another thing that you'll receive is a dead kitten wind muff for the lav mic, which is pretty cool, and also a 3.5 millimeter mini jack to XLR connector, just in case you want to use this wireless system with a mic that uses an XLR. They both run off of 2 AA batteries, which is really convenient because AA's can be bought pretty much anywhere. It's a lot better than having something like a 9-volt battery, which are a little bit less common. So overall, I've been really impressed with this wireless mic system. For about $189, it's actually pretty decent, especially if you're using something like the Panasonic G6 or the Panasonic GH3. With cameras like the Canon 60D or the 70D or the 80D or anything like that, those cameras have preamps that are just really not that good. The Panasonic G6, although the preamps aren't great, they're just good enough to use with something like the WM100. It's going to work a lot better on a Panasonic G6 or something like the Sony a6300 than it is on a Canon DSLR. And as far as setting it up, it's actually pretty easy. There's just 3 buttons on both the receiver and the transmitter. So you just set up your channels, making sure that both the transmitter and the receiver are on the same channel. And on the receiver, you can turn the volume down so that you're not getting too hot of a signal. And that's pretty much it. You make sure your levels on your camera are good and you're good to go. There's not really much more to it than that. You don't have to use the included mic that Comica gives you, although this one is actually pretty decent. You can use basically any mic and just plug it in to the transmitter. So at the beginning of this video, I advise you to wear headphones if you're gonna watch this, because if you're just listening to it on your phone or something, you probably won't be able to tell what the audio quality is like. Now, I'm kind of doing this test in a worst case scenario, I'm guessing that most of you probably aren't going to be filming skateboarders with wireless transmitters attached to them. What these wireless mics are commonly used for are like sit-down interviews where your subject is just sitting down or standing up and they're being interviewed by someone behind the camera. And you're not going to be rustling around with the mic or hitting the receiver, which can sometimes, well, the mic all the time, it'll cause noise when you hit it. And sometimes when you hit the receiver, it can cause glitches for the audio. So if you guys have heard any of those, it's because, again, this is a extreme scenario, let's say, and you can kind of expect those even from the really expensive wireless mics. But overall, I'm really happy with the consistency and the audio quality of this Comica WM100. And hopefully, if you guys have been listening to this with headphones, you can see that the audio quality is actually pretty good, especially for something that only cost 189 bucks. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you did, it'd be great if you hit the like button. And if you guys like my content, it'd be great if you subscribed. But until next time, I will see you all later. Bye.